So you have goals you want to achieve, but are you the version of yourself that's going to achieve them? We all know how to set goals, right? You write a list of things that you want to accomplish, you break them down into even smaller tasks, and then you implement them throughout your day, your week, your month. But most of the time, we just revert back to our old ways or the old habits or our comfort zone. I'm going to walk you through 10 steps that is going to help you shift your identity in the next 30 days. I'm going to divide these steps into 4 weeks. So week number 1 is define, week number 2 is action, week number 3 is community, and week number 4 is commitment. So week 1 is define. Step 1 is to define your desired identity. Who do you want to become? Clearly define this person, this version of you. Write it down. Talk to yourself in the mirror about who this person is. How do they act? When do they wake up? What are the goals they're going to accomplish? What are their daily habits like? Really get clear on who this person is. So once you visualize the person you're going to be, step number 2 is to clarify your values. So what does this version of you truly align with, believe in? What impact do you want to leave behind? Determine the values that are truly essential to becoming this version of you, to adopting this identity. So step number 3 is to set clear goals. So now that you know who you want to become, the values of this version of you, you can clearly set the goals as this person. So what is it that you're going to accomplish? Is it a career? Is it a relationship goal? Is it a health and wellness goal? Maybe it's all 3. Write down which areas of your life you want to achieve goals in and what are those exact goals that you want to accomplish. And I want you to take your time on this, which is why I broke this down into 4 weeks. So week 1 is to do steps 1, 2, and 3. Really define this person. And even for this next week, you can kind of just pretend you are this person. Wake up and be like, hey, if I was this version of myself, what would I be doing? And really just get into that frame of mind and set your goals. Put the goals aside for a day and then come back and be like, hey, is this truly what I want to accomplish? Allow yourself to sit in these things because shifting your identity is not going to happen with a snap of your fingers. Laying the groundwork, sitting with these things, sitting with the definitions that you've made and the vision that you want, and making sure it's truly something that you can achieve and that you will be happy and accomplished if you get there. That's going to make it easier to maintain. Moving on to week 2, action. So once you've defined everything, you have to take action or you won't see a single shift in your identity if you don't take action. Step number 4 is adopting supporting habits. So you have this vision of yourself, you have the goals, now it's time to adopt your daily habits that reflect these goals. Integrate small habits. I do have a video on micro habits that can help improve your life that you can take a look at up here. They're super small and they're day-to-day things that you can just add into your current lifestyle. So if you have a bigger goal of reading 100 books in the year, then a small habit is going to be setting time aside to read every day, whether that's 10 pages, 10 minutes of reading. You want to have that daily habit in your life in order for you to reach that goal. So step 5 is challenging your limiting beliefs. So once you create your identity and you've sat with it and you really want to go for it, you are now taking action, you're putting these habits in, you're going to hit a block. You're going to hit a wall. And this is usually when people quit. This is usually when people stop going forward to their goals or they fall back into their old habits and they can no longer stay consistent with these new ones. Because challenging your limiting beliefs comes with 2 things. Number 1, you got to identify the limiting belief. If you're currently wanting to work out more, showing up for a workout might be very difficult because, so for me, I'll use myself as an example. So probably about 6 years ago, I went to the gym every single day at 5 a.m. out of just pure self-hate for my body. I did not like my body, I did not like my habits, and I was punishing myself with going to the gym. It was like, you gotta be healthy, you gotta go work out. And I really didn't see many results, but I went to the gym every day out of just pure self-loathing and don't recommend it. And so I have a block about going to the gym now. The limiting belief I have is that I'm going there as punishment. I'm going there out of anger. When in reality, I can go to the gym for fun. I can go work out, I can go exercise. Exercise makes me feel good. And I've actually been getting a routine of doing at-home workouts, which has been going really well these past couple weeks, and I really like that. And I've retrained my brain to look at the benefits, the positives of working out. When you are going through this action week, be mindful of the things that come up. What is holding you back? And another element of your limiting beliefs is your inner voice. So that inner critic of you, my inner critic used to be so mean to me. That inner voice used to be so mean. So like if I didn't go to the gym once, like back then, I would call myself words like pathetic or dumb or like how dare you not go, like you have to do this or else you fail. That inner voice has shifted to you can do whatever you set your mind to. Going to the gym is easy. Showing up for a 45-minute workout is easy, and you do it to benefit your body. And so it's reframing that negative self-talk into more positive. So if for instance you are wanting to show up and do a 10-minute stretch every single day, but it's 7 p.m, you don't want to do it, and your brain's like, meh, do it tomorrow. And you could be like, you know what? Thanks for that, but I want to show up and I want to build the habit of stretching. Even if you half stretch, even if you give that stretch only like 5% of your effort, you still turned the stretch on the video, you sat down and you did it. So moving on to week 3, number 6 is community. Now this one's huge. After you start implementing some of these changes, the next element is the people that are around you. Because the saying of like you are made up of the most of the 5 people you hang out with the most is so true. If you are surrounded by people who the only thing that they want to do is just like sit and watch TV and they have no goals, you being in that room, you're not gonna really feel like you want to talk about your goals because people just like laugh it off or like, I just want to stay inside. I don't want to do anything. Compared to a group of people who they do weekly coffee dates where they plan their businesses or they talk about their goals, or maybe it's just like once a month you hop on a call with a group of like-minded people and you get to set your goals for the month. You get to create content. Surround yourself with people who are doing the things that you also want to be doing, that you can connect on that commonality, that drive that you have, and you will see a difference in just your own motivation, your own inspiration. Being around people who have similarities in what they want to accomplish is essential to achieving any goal. So if you're wanting to start running, for example, you're probably going to want to join a running group where people have already been running so that you can connect with people who are accomplishing or are currently doing what you want to do. Number 7 is to embrace a growth mindset. Cultivate a growth mindset and allow absolutely everything that comes your way to be a learning experience. There are going to be setbacks. You're going to fall back into old habits, but you're going to get back up. You're going to try again. And allowing everything to be, okay, I'm learning from this. This is an experience. Instead of, okay, I failed, I suck, I'm never doing this again. That's going to stop you in your tracks. That's going to prevent you from moving forward. You can embrace these setbacks as just simply parts of a journey. And I know I'm an all or nothing girly, and so I just wish the journey would be like start here and end here. No ups or downs, just like a straight line. Wouldn't that be just nice and dandy? But unfortunately, that's not life. You're going to be going up. You're going to go down. You might have to go back a bit, then you go back up, and then you're going to go up this way. You're improving, but like not as much as you thought, back down. And then you're going to shoot up to success, and then you might fall back down. Then you're going to go all the way up and then back down. Having setbacks is annoying. And this could also be a limiting belief that a lot of us have, is like when we hit a roadblock, we just automatically like throw it all out the window and fall back into our old habits instead of analyzing, hey, this is just a setback. It's not the end of the world. I'm just going to dust this setback off and get back up and keep going. Obviously, it's easier said than done, but if you're aware of like obstacles are going to happen, if you're aware of setbacks that are going to happen and just allow yourself to accept them for what they are, they're an obstacle. I can get over obstacles. Like getting over obstacles is so easy for me. You will see yourself continue to grow. Okay, and week number 4 is commitment. So number 7 is to celebrate the small wins. You are 3 weeks in. What has been working in your daily habits? Acknowledge and celebrate every single win that is possible. You have a goal of drinking water every single day. You drink water today. Celebrate that. Every single thing that has happened that you wanted to happen, celebrate it. Give yourself a round of applause, pat yourself on the back, and just get so excited that you are doing these things in order to become this version of yourself. Because the more that you get excited about doing something and you feel accomplished in doing it, you're going to continue doing it. And that is how you shift your identity, by doing something small, minor, tiny, itty bitty thing over a long period of time until it becomes this big accomplishment. So number 8 is continuous self-reflection. So you've committed to shifting your identity, you know who you want to become, and you have your goals set in place, you are taking action, and you are connecting with your community. And then always reflect. Daily reflections, I talk about this a lot on my channel, is to sit down for even 5 minutes and just reflect on your day. Hey, I did this today, it was great, I loved it, this was my favorite accomplishment, I felt so excited about doing this. You know what, today my energy was quite low, but I still did this and this. So every single night before you go to bed, you can jot it in your notes at make it as easy as possible, and just think about your day. What went well? What didn't really work? What do you want to improve on tomorrow? And then improve on it tomorrow. Number 10, last step to shift your identity in 30 days is to stay committed. So we all talk about consistency and showing up every single day, but consistency doesn't have to be a daily thing. Consistency is doing something repetitively in the time frame you decide. So if you want to post on Instagram once a week because you want to become a content creator, post every single Monday for the next 4 weeks, 8 weeks. That means you're consistent. Then stay committed even in face of those obstacles and those setbacks we already discussed. Because when we hit obstacles, the automatic thing is to just fall back and be like, okay, this is way too difficult. Nope. You decided to commit. And then remind yourself of like long-term benefits. So shifting your identity will take time. Achieving those goals will take time. But guess what? That time is going to pass no matter what. So you have a choice of spending your time doing what you are now, or you can spend your time attempting to try something new, to shift your identity, to achieve a different goal, to set new daily habits. Those are the 10 steps that you can take to shift your identity. But I want to leave you with this. And remember, shifting your identity is a gradual transformation. This is something that does not happen overnight. It's something that requires patience, dedication, and self-awareness. So be kind to yourself along this journey. Remember that there are going to be setbacks, but you can get past those setbacks and continue forward. And stay focused on those small wins, the positive changes, and you will slowly shift your identity and achieve those goals that you want to. If you are ready to take action and you want a more in-depth on examples of things that you could implement into your day-to-day right now, I have a video on 15 micro habits to help improve your life that could be a great next step in order to start making changes. And so that is everything that I have for you in this video. If you enjoyed it, please hit like. If you can subscribe so you don't miss anything, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.